Welcome back to another episode of Dark Secrets, the hidden truths behind your favourite TV shows and movies. And today's episode, we are going back to the topic that concerned the first episode, Dan Schneider. We are going to look deeper into his time at Nickelodeon, and also cover the other awful stuff that happened on set while the Nickelodeon live action shows were being filmed. If you enjoy this, subscribe to my channel, and if you do end up enjoying this video, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to catch every one of those videos. Let's get on with it. Let's start where Dan Schneider, where it all began for Dan Schneider on Nickelodeon. All That was the first show, was the first Disney Channel, was the first Nickelodeon show. It was created by Dan Schneider, and it was an American sketch comedy drama. It was an American sketch comedy children's television series. It was Nickelodeon's All That was an American sketch comedy children's television series created by Brian Robbins and Mike Tollin. The series originally aired on Nickelodeon from April 6th, 1994 to October 22nd, 2005, lasting 10 seasons, and was produced by Tollin/Robbins Productions and by Dan Schneider's Bakery in season 10. The original series from 1994 starred the actors Angelique Bates, Nick Cannon, Laurie Beth Denberg, Trisha Dixon, Leon Frierson, Katrina Johnson, Christy Knowings, Kel Mitchell, Elisa Reyes, Mark Saul, Josh Server, Danny Tamborelli, Keenan Thompson, and Amanda Bynes. Dan Schneider was known for creating most of the live-action shows on Nickelodeon, but was also famous for the wrong reasons. Katrina Johnson, one of the stars of the original All That series, was very close to Dan Schneider. She would be invited to write scripts for the show, but her time on the show would come to a sad end. As she got older, she became too mature to play some of her characters on the show, and at the same time, Dan Schneider went to a comedy show one night and saw Amanda Bynes for the first time. She was very talented at a very young age, and as soon as Dan Schneider saw her, he knew she was going to be a star. So she joined the cast of All That in 1996, and this was when Amanda Bynes became the first so-called Nickelodeon superstar. Her 4 years on All That were very successful, and she was soon the most famous star on Nickelodeon. After All That finished, while All That was still going on, a show called The Amanda Show was created for Amanda Bynes. But soon after Amanda Bynes joined All That, Katrina Johnson left and moved on with a normal life at university. However, Katrina Johnson wouldn't be the only Nickelodeon star to leave the network unexpectedly, and that moves us on to Zoe 101. As I mentioned in the first episode, this is the exact same case mentioned in the first episode. We're talking once more. We talked about her in the first episode, but we're talking in this episode once more about Alexa Nicholas. Zoe 101 was a Nickelodeon show from the 2000s starring the sister of Britney Spears, Jamie Lynn Spears, as the main character, Zoe Brooks. One of the characters from the show was called Nicole, played by actress Alexa Nicholas. She was a main character in Zoe 1 seasons 1 and 2, but in season 3, Nicole left the show, and at first it seemed like, but it's natural for characters to leave TV shows due to actors' deaths or due to them needing to leave the show to focus on their personal life. But Alexa Nicholas's disappearance was not because of either of these things. It goes much deeper than that. Nicole was an integral part of Zoe's posse during the show's first 2 seasons. Bright and cheerful on screen, Nicole's character added a dash of sunshine to Pacific Coast Academy. However, behind the scenes, things took a dark turn. In 2019, the actress who played Nicole, revealed on Instagram Live that she endured ruthless bullying while working on Zoe 101. The torment didn't solely come from lead actor Jamie Lynn Spears, but also from other cast members. Nicholas felt excluded, made fun of, and utterly friendless on set. In a particularly memorable incident, even Britney Spears herself berated her in defense of her sister Jamie Lynn. The drama escalated, and eventually Alexa Nicholas was sadly and unfairly fired from the show. Because of this, her character Nicole was unceremoniously written out during season 2. Next thing we're going to be going on to talk about is a very is a very what do you call it? Very hard topic. It's a very, what I'm about to talk to you about gets a bit dark. While Katrina Johnson and Alexa Nicholas both left, the next two Nickelodeon stars we're going to talk about, especially the first, had different problems behind the scenes. We're starting with Mr. Drake Bell. In a heartwarming revelation, Drake Bell, the former Nickelodeon star known for his role in Drake and Josh, came forward to share his harrowing experience of sexual assault. The perpetrator of this heinous act was a guy called Brian Peck, his former dialogue coach. But Brian Peck, a dialogue coach, had a dark history. In 2003, he was arrested on 11 charges, including sodomy, lewd acts upon a child aged 14 or 15 by a person 10 years older, and oral copulation by anesthesia or controlled substance. However, the minor wasn't named until Drake Bell came out publicly. Drake Bell met Brian Peck during the beginning of season 2 of Amanda Bynes' Nickelodeon show, The Amanda Show. Initially, Drake Bell's father, who was also his manager, grew up uncomfortable with the amount of time Peck was spent with his son. He expressed his concerns to the production team. Despite these concerns, Drake Bell continued spending time at Peck's home in Los Angeles during auditions. Peck was trusted by all the parents and was considered safe. Then one fateful morning, everything changed. Drake Bell woke up to find himself being sexually assaulted by Brian Peck. Shocked and frozen, he had no idea how to react or escape the situation. However, what makes this situation with Brian Peck even darker, there were some disturbing revelations that were revealed that were involving Brian Peck. And we're going to talk about that now. The first disturbing revelation found out about Brian Peck during this time is that his home held eerie secrets. He had a shrine to Planet of the Apes in his garage, along with a mysterious painting, a gift from none other than the notorious former clown serial killer, John Wayne Gacy. Ben Bell's instinct was to give Peck the benefit of the doubt, considering their history, but this man, entrusted with supervising kids, was far from safe. Drake Bell broke the silence in the documentary Quiet on Set that was mentioned in episode 1 of this series, where he courageously shared his story, shedding light on the dark side of the entertainment industry. Brian Peck's actions left scars that Drake Bell carried for years, affecting his well-being and trust. This revelation underscores the importance of listening to survivors and holding perpetrators accountable. Drake Bell's bravery in speaking out serves as a beacon for others who may have suffered in silence. And the final actor we're talking about, not only the final actor we're talking about in this episode, but one of the last few things that we're talking about in this episode is the situation involving former iCarly star Jeanette McCurdy. Jeanette McCurdy played the infamous Sam Puckett in both, not just iCarly, but in Sam and Cat as well. But Jeanette McCurdy was treated badly by Dan Schneider, and so let's take a deep dive into Jeanette McCurdy's history with Disney Channel, with Nickelodeon. Jeanette McCurdy worked closely with Dan Schneider for 7 years. Both iCarly and Sam were created, written, and produced by Dan Schneider. Or at least created by Dan Schneider. I don't know if they were written or produced by Dan Schneider, but they were definitely created by Dan Schneider. However, Jeanette McCurdy's memoir, titled I'm Glad My Mum Died, added to the long list of rumours at the time of iCarly's run on Nickelodeon about Dan Schneider's behaviour during his tenure as a Nickelodeon creator. In her book, Jeanette McCurdy names Dan as her abuser, sharing a conversation that took place with the creator, presumably Dan Schneider and her mother. While there was no direct accusations against Schneider regarding inappropriate behaviour with young stars, the issue persisted due to a lack of formal statements. When Nickelodeon and Dan Schneider parted ways, the reason cited was pursuing other opportunities and projects. Critics have scrutinised Dan Schneider's shows for allegedly containing inappropriate innuendos, especially considering they involve minors. Some conspiracy theorists pointed out our seemingly feet-focused scenes in shows like iCarly and Sam and Cat. Dan Schneider's alleged temper issues, abusive behaviour towards staff, excessive production budgets, and a toxic work environment have also been reported, and he hasn't been heard from in terms of Nickelodeon since. In the world of children's television, where innocence and creativity collide, the shadows behind the scenes can be both intriguing and unsettling. And videos like this can teach people about the stuff that happens behind the scenes of children's television shows, so they truly know what happens behind the scenes, whether it be nice and light, or in this case, dark. Thank you for watching episode 6 of this series, and I hope and I will be doing an episode 7 very, very soon. It is going to be titled, episode 8 is going to Disney Channel, where we're going to talk about the dark secrets of some Disney Channel stars. Until that episode 7, until that episode of this series, subscribe to the channel and click to catch up with all my latest videos. But until the next episode of Dark Secrets, the hidden truths behind your favourite TV shows and movies, I've been John O'Brien, and I will see you next time. But bye for now. Peace.